I truly enjoy teaching, so it's fun for me. I still remember what it's like to learn. I still remember what it's like when I used to go and seek wisdom from other people. Today we had a really cool class, sharing with about 10 students, tricks and tips from me, Carlos, and Nikko on how we like to do realistic black and gray.
Not many artists are sharing their techniques and their stuff. So for me, it's a great opportunity.
I'm starstruck. It's totally incredible to get to be in the same room as the people that you've looked up to for like your entire life. And then they're sitting there telling you you're not messing it up that bad, so that's kind of awesome.
I could see it helping my work in the long run by just being around really good artists.
We all have like this similar thoughts, but how we achieve them is different, and I think it's cool. It's cool to see. I learned a lot. Yeah.
Getting technical tips from Franco, like don't just do a portrait of a portrait of a portrait.
I just always look at it in a way of how can we make this a more interactive and better situation. And so, you know, Nicole that I work with, which is amazing, she helped me put it together to where we can make it more interactive and fun and exciting, and we're able to tattoo with other tattooers, and it's great.
Nikko's a barrel of energy. He makes you motivated just talking to you.
I'm a big fan of Nikko, you know, big fan of Boris, Steve Butcher, and I just figured I'm self-taught, I don't really have too much formal training, so if I can do things like these seminars, it's like a bump up in anything that I've taught myself, and like, these guys are great, so just hearing anything that they have to offer always helps.
I learned something differently at Black Anchor Academy. I learned a lot, little kind of techniques and things that Boris and Nikko do today, and I'm like, oh, that's how you do that.
So it's like, even though I've seen somebody put in a powder shade 100 times, getting to stand right next to them and watch them put it in and see how they do it, it's like, wow, okay.
I've never done a portrait before. I don't do a lot of color. This was fantastic. The three guys, just the tips that they give you, teaching you just your hand motion, needle depth, everything.
I try to teach them more like not technical thing, not what needles to use, what pigments to use. Then I try to shape their mind more.
I mean, Boris is always really technical, the depth of knowledge that he has, and then, you know, Steve Butcher jumping in there and not being afraid to like get hands-on and show me like, no, this is how I'm doing the shading, not like that. This is the, you know, the shapes you need to pay attention to.
I mean, I would do it again, definitely. Even if it was the same people, it's just because sometimes when you do things repeatedly, you catch on little things that you didn't catch on the first time. So I would definitely do it again.
It all helps, it's all relative, and I'll be doing many, many more of these.
God, the content that you get out of this really is, I believe, worth it.
Hopefully we give them a little bit of confidence, so when they go home, they still have that, and they can use that in their daily life to make confident decisions.